Welcome to the Release Your Blocks podcast. I am your host, Victoria Bond. I am a spiritual empowerment coach. I help teach others to show up to their potency so they can fulfill their mission here on earth. I'm so glad you are here. And if you are interested in becoming a medium, if you're interested in becoming a life coach, or if you're interested in shifting your life from the 3D to live more in the 5D reality, then check me out. Book a clarity call and let's get chatting. Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome to this Galactic Light Coding session. Okay, and I'm just going to start asking for this beautiful channel to come through, and while this is happening, I'm actually feeling a whole lot of pain coming through my fingers right now. It's really strange. So what is Galactic Light Coding? Okay, so Galactic Light Coding, now a whole lot of stuff's going to start happening with this Galactic Light Coding, and it's my word for, hey Karen, it's my word for light language, okay, and it's my own way of coding. Hey Sarah, hey Galen. Now if you work with me on any basis, you will know that light language and light codes is a part of what I do, and the chances are very high that you do this also, or you're feeling these activations as I bring them through. I bring them through in different ways, okay? So I bring them through with my hands. Hey Jess. So last night I was doing a session on Release Your Blocks Live, and I was like, wow, okay, the Galactic Light Coding is like coming through my hands. So I wasn't verbally doing it. We've got lots of different senses. Hey Emma. So it's like, I can feel codes and see codes through my hands. I paint codes. I've like, hey Lucinda, I've actually got paintings of light language. So it can come out of my hands. It can come out in my drawings. I can see it and I can channel it. And that is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm just going to take my hat off. I just feel like doing that. And hey Leah, I'm presuming that everybody can hear me. Okay. So what is happening is I've been channeling every day. Every day I get up and I'm channeling. Now we are channeling as beings. Hey Tanya, we channel all the time. We channel when we're talking to friends. Hi Linda, I love seeing everyone jumping on. We channel all the time, and you think, oh God, I didn't even know I had that amount of wisdom in me. How did I even know the answers for that? Because we're channeling, we're getting information from the universe. We're getting information from the earth. We're getting information from the trees that have been around like forever. We get information from, hey Kate, hey Vicky, hey Joe. We get information from all the people around us because we are freaking psychic. We are channels, okay? When I first heard that about this being a channel, I was like, what do you mean? Like channeling is a bit like, ooh, it's a bit woo-woo, isn't it? Like all that type of stuff. Yeah, and it's happening more and more. Thank you, Leah. You always have golden nuggets, right? So channeling can happen in so many different ways, just like being a medium, like we perceive in different ways. So there are some of the ways that I personally do it. A lot of people do it through dance, like channeling out their dance. I've got clients that are artists. I've got clients that write books, coaches. I've just channeled for 3 hours straight for my clients, and amazing things, ideas came through for them for programs and all these different things. I am a channel. So are you. The more we activate this, the more we tap into this, we can perceive things from the future that are possibilities, and we can shift and change those. Okay, so this is the information that's been coming through. I did a channel the other day, and I just want to show you as an example of what I did. And some people call it automatic writing. Some people call it, channeling. And there's a lot of information here about children. Okay, I'm going to type it up so you guys can all actually have a read of that, because it's very deep and I don't want to read it. Quite often when you're channeling and things are coming through, hi Heidi, you are writing so fast, or you're talking so fast, or you're talking another language, or you're feeling this heat through your hands. It's happening so damn quick that you don't even know what happened. And this is when we get to the space of surrendering and having trust and faith that we are fully supported by the earth, by the universe, by our guides, by those around us, and by the world. We are fully supported and guided. when we can step into our integrity and be strong within our grounding and with our universal connection, even if we don't understand it, it doesn't really matter. If we can do this, we can channel really, really well. And that is what I'm going to do for you today, is I'm going to channel some galactic light coding. I want you to know that I'm opening up. So this is a little sneak peek of what is coming in June, because galactic light coding, I have channeled through a program, all galactic light coding. People that do my magnificent mediumship, that do release your blocks, most of them say that literally being in these, which you're going to experience very soon, being in these channels shifts them, right? It shifts them. It is a different language. It doesn't make sense. I can interpret it a little bit, but I don't want to solidify that, because human words are very, very slow compared to light language. Light language is basically wisdom from the cosmos. Now, we have to know that we do create our own destiny. So there's some things that we're destined for, but the way we do things is with choice, okay? So I choose to bring through my gifts to you to help you activate your gifts. Those gifts are all potentials. They are all sitting there. They all are magnificent, but you have a choice whether you use them or not, right? So I don't have to do light language and galactic light coding and be a medium and stuff. I have a choice of whether I do that or not. We have this mistaken belief that just because we've got it, we should use it, and it's not necessarily true. It's about, are you choosing to use that and how you're choosing to use it. Give me a thumbs up if this is making sense to you. Okay. So I'm just going to invite you now to create the space so you can receive the channel. As human beings, we've got receiving issues. Thank you for the thumbs, guys. We've got receiving issues, guys. Every single person has decided that somewhere, if they receive, then they're going to have to give, right? It's this human nature, give and take and give and take. Now, I just want you to know that you don't have to give anything in this moment. This is purely for you. This is a gift for you, from my heart to yours, from the cosmos to you. And this is in celebration of this beautiful eclipse that is happening tonight. I think it's 1111 New Zealand time, so 11:11 New Zealand time. It is a full moon. It's a super moon. I went for a run under that moon and I channeled a whole lot of information. A whole lot of neutrinos came through me today. So this activation is it's all sitting here, okay? So this is for you. So I want you just to sit down and relax. And if you can't, then you might want to come back to it. And I'm feeling quite emotional right now. So I just want you to drop your barriers, please. And drop them down and drop them down and drop them down, and feel your body connected to the earth. So visualize the earth kind of coming up around you to support you. Just like, if you've had a baby, or when you were a baby, a blanket around a baby. So you're feeling nice and snuggly. So you might want to even go get yourself a blanket if you want. And I'm just feeling all this energy kind of landing around me. And I'm just going to ask for any entities that are here, not of the highest good of yourself or me. I love it. You got tingles, Emma. To leave now, because we can come back to you later. But right now, right here is for you. So you can receive. If you've not heard, you can tell that I've closed my eyes. So I'm kind of in this random preparation. If you have not heard light language before, it's going to sound kind of like fairy-like, a little bit like Māori. Some people say Chinese, and it comes through, okay? I don't turn on this. I allow it to land. It lands through. See, now my English is going, so the light language is coming through. It comes through my crown and through my body, and I step back, and I have total trust and faith that you get what you need. Now, some people, if it's the first time, they'll only receive a little bit because they're not ready. They're like doing this whole giving and receiving thing. And is it safe to receive? For some of you that if you've had galactic light coding done with me before, especially if you've had personalized ones, you sit there and you just go, you take it in, and a lot of people will actually be talking it back, okay? So I know a few people on here, you know who you are, you actually talk light code back to me when we have sessions, and it's nearly like a language. So if this is you and you feel like something's coming up and you want to open your mouth and you want to say something, or you want to write things down or whatever, when I'm doing this, allow it to come through, okay? Allow it to come through. I recommend after this, you do write some stuff down as well. Okay, so first of all, the channel is that coming into 2028, coming up to that time, we need to be a lot more conscious about our parenting and about the children. The children that are coming into the world now and the children that are in the world are very much a mirror. Okay, so I'm just channeling right now, guys, and then the light language will come through for the activation. So there's going to be a lot more triggers with the children. So there's going to be, we're going to have to keep an eye on our children, okay? We need to look after our children and make sure our children are safe, because the children coming through are different. We've got kids that have got all the different needs, the additional needs, and these children are very, very gifted. It is very important to make sure the children are not made wrong for being different, okay? These children are our future. We're going more 5D than we are 3D, meaning the education system is not going to be the thing that propels these children. Understanding, kindness, love, and consciousness is what is going to guide these children. By listening to these children and hearing what gift they are to you, yes, I just said that, you are not here to mold the children in your reality. You're here to listen to them because they have such a deep, deep wisdom. If this is aligning and resonating with you, let me know, please. Pop it in the comments. And it may just feel like home for you, right? So with our children, whether you're a mum or whether you're not, whether you're a dad, whether you're not, notice the children around you. Notice their consciousness and their presence when they look at you. They are present, unlike the adults around you. Allow yourself to receive the gift from the children that are around you, because they are here to activate and shift you. And we must protect our children as a society, because the darker energies that come in, we have to have polarity because it's the balance, right? But this is shifting coming to 2028, where it's going to get worse before it gets better, because we are going to through everything with this light. Let's not go into light workers, love and light, and let's make everything all, light. That's great, but we have to see the reality of what is happening to our children. But there's too many children starving and being abused, and too many adults turning a blind eye. This cannot happen anymore, okay? I'm saying this from love, because we think that children are a pain in the ass and we've got to look after them and they cost money, and we go into this resentfulness with kids, and a lot of people are doing this with the unconsciousness. So what you actually need to do is you need to see the gift. If your child is triggering you, they are giving you a gift to see within you that requires to shift, so you can release your blocks and you can rise your consciousness. Does this make sense to you? That is what I'm going to say there. I'm going to keep that really short and sweet. That's kind of the whole of what I want to say. There's much more I can, but I won't, because this is about the activation. Please hear what I said and what resonates with you. I do everything for the children. Okay, it's coming down now. Dropping your barriers, opening your heart. Feeling the gratitude for your body. Now, it's very important for your body to be in a vibration and a frequency to receive this fully, okay? By the way, all this information that I get is information I know for myself, that I've been told through all my senses. Okay, so feeling your body rooted down and supported by the earth, and opening your crown chakra, which is on top of your head, to visualizing the white light coming through, the blessing from the heavens to come and fuel your body and fill your body up with white light, to activate the DNA that requires to be activated at the moment, to heal the cells that may be in dis-ease from stress, from overload, from society, from the tribal lines, whatever. There's a lot of dis-ease. So I'm just going to invite you now to breathe in through your nose and breathe into the areas of your body that may have a little bit of tenseness, and soften them. Your sacral is a perfect example. Your is in your sacrum type of thing. Around there is very important to know that's intergenerational stuff to let go of, and you are here to rise and help that line, because time and space does not really exist. You create it. Okay, opening your heart, dropping your barriers, expanding. Expanding and expanding and expanding. And if you feel like you can't expand because you think this is fucking crazy, I'm just going to ask you to expand even more and to push past those barriers and expand yourself around the world and through the world all the way out to the universe. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Feeling that gratitude for your body. Feeling that gratitude, the gratitude for this moment, and noticing and acknowledging that you are a divine part of this, okay? Thank you. My hands have heated up. The channel's going to begin now. Maria 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 Matica Mayimati, no many Matamara Mari Matakaramari, Matakara Imataka Matakara Matakaraka. I am Maria Maria to Maria Matamate, Moni Maria Matakara Mate, Marika Matakara Matka, and Maria Materi Matera Marhara and Matera Matera. Emahira Matera, Aria Maria, Matina Marika, Maria Maraka, make Marika, Makamaki, Matakara Matika Matika. Era hari ma ya te ahia tu mia ya mai ni maria te ke a tare matigra e kare ma ke re mo ke ya te o mi ni area matike a yo te kra era he mo ka te he no maria te kra ma te mo ti morie he ko ye ni maria te kare ka te e maria te a tu maria ke he a me te re ma ya maria marika maria marikere Remere Mericari Matigara Mario Matigara Maria Himino and Yamati Minia Karamatikan Marika to Markamate. Expand your perspective. Speak your truth. Power up your knowing, your abilities. And know that you have truth, your very own truth. And we went through and we activated the DNA that you were choosing to activate. Ke marie ni meria katari marie na me da te he marie ama e ne ha yu muri yu mia. Thank you. It's just a blessing. I want to say a protection, but similar to that. Stay grounded, stay rooted, stay expanded, stay in the frequency of love. Learn from your triggers, learn from those around you, and share your knowledge as you are a ripple effect to the world and will help mankind. Okay, coming into 2028, you are here and you've chosen to be here for now. You don't have to do anything but be you, okay? It is time for you to rise and choose for yourself, which means finding your pleasure, finding your joy. I talk about this in my programs all the time because at the end of the day, you are here to make a ripple effect in the vibration of, like, you're here to be a vibration, to raise a frequency, to help in the consciousness of the world, and all you have to do is to come to you. Now, people message me all the time, right? And they'll say to me, oh my God, I'm freaking out about the COVID jabs. I'm freaking out about what's happening with, slavery and what's happening here. Like, there's some dark shit that goes on in the world. I get it. I totally get it. I know it. I feel it. And they freak out and they go into judgment of what's right or wrong or good or bad. And they get into this fight mode, right? And Mother Teresa said to be, pro-life, not anti, So what I mean by that, not in that particular subject what she was talking about, but what I'm talking about is it's pro-peace. It's pro-peace. It's not anti-war. People go, Victoria, we're in a war. And I'm like, well, yeah, we are. But if we are, what can I contribute to the world today to be of the highest consciousness? The first answer is to come home to yourself. What are you doing for yourself? I get up and I move my body and I channel and I pull myself a card and I have my coffee because it brings me pleasure. Before I serve the world, I serve myself. This is so important to know, to get your oxygen mask. Because if you are frustrated, if you're bitter, if you're fucked off about what's happening in the world because you watch the news, then stop watching the news and go meditate. Like, I know that sounds woo-woo, but if you can't see that we're in a programmed world, or if you can see it and you're getting triggered, it doesn't bloody matter, does it? I felt a bit tight in my throat during that. Yeah. So what have you not been saying, Bronwyn? Love hearing that. I felt slightly emotional at the start. Yeah, because you can feel something coming, right? So let me know, what did you guys feel on that? Did you, yeah, some of you, I know when I first started hearing it, I started like laughing, right? I was like, what is this? But it was that nervousness laugh of, this is strange. But now I do it, and I know that my children do it too. I've got a video of my daughter 3 years ago walking around with an umbrella in the house and spinning it around singing light language. Our children do it. We think that they are just making things up. They're not. Our children are the light of this cosmic energy. They remember who they are. They remember who they are, and you are starting to remember who you are. So what to expect after this? Now, you may be a bit thirsty. You may be a little bit like, oh, expanded, or maybe you feel like a little bit smaller. I don't know. You may feel different, right? A little bit crazy. Yeah, so Jess felt a little bit dizzy, and spinning was amazing. Yeah, if you have not expanded that far before, that we did in that meditation, if you haven't expanded that far before, then you may feel a bit like, whoa, you know, because we make ourselves... Oh, your phone went flat. We make ourselves smaller to fit into this reality. And now it's time to expand. It's time to expand out. It's time to be the change. And to be the change, you don't have to be anything. You don't need to fight. You don't need to go put on your fucking vests and get out your guns. That is so like last century. Like that is so like 100 years ago, right? That is so, we don't need to do that. We're here to align to who we are. That's why human design is so big right now, okay? Because the more you come into yourself and you find your pleasure and you find your joy, despite the shit that's happening in the world, you create more joy and more pleasure. Take responsibility and stop blaming other people for your shit. That is the other thing to do. So please go have a nap, go to the beach, go under a tree if you want to. Feel that earth, you know, really coating around you. I felt calm and the energy running at peace, saw color and light when I closed my eyes. Beautiful, beautiful. This will be on replay. You can listen to this again. This is in honor of the eclipse tonight and the supermoon that we're in. Another thing to do in the moon, the supermoon this particular one hasn't been around for 40 years, which is amazing. So what I recommend you do is to write a letter if you want to, and to burn it. If you've got any triggers about things that have happened to you in your life, or people that have hurt you, to write a letter and to actually do, I've got a little program released to receive on this, where you can like literally say a prayer and the Ho'oponopono, I love you, I'm sorry, I forgive you, forgive me. And let the fire burn up, you know, let it burn up, and let the old crap from the last paradigm roll off you with gratitude that you learned and you grew, and now you can be who you are, be who you be. Allow yourself to release, get your crystals out, allow yourself to be in gratitude, allow yourself to calm your nervous system down and realize, right, that, yeah, Haley's feeling tired. Yeah, totally. A lot of energy shifting. Someone's come in and shifted your DNA around and done a healing. You go have Reiki for an hour, you're going to feel tired too, you know, like I'm going to go see my osteo soon. I'm probably going to feel a bit tired too. It's time to release. It's time to take ownership. It's time to call back your power. When I was doing this, I don't know if I was doing that, but I felt like I was doing this. It was about your power. Calling your power back from how many lives you lost it. No more old paradigm. Coming into this one, we're here to, you know, bring this new energy, this 5D energy of speaking to other beings, you know, through and utilizing their incredible gifts through us as the catalyst, as the medium, if you will. I don't really like that word because I like to say that, hey, I was an amazing contribution in this, and so were you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If this intrigues you, then in June I have Galactic Light Coding, the program coming out, so you can experience this with me every single week and really shift into the next paradigm. So keep your eye out on that. It's fully channeled. I'm going to show up and I'm going to do it if people turn up or not, because this is what I'm being called to. I love you guys. You're so welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The replay will be up. I would love to hear your feedback, so please pop it in the comments or in my group. And thank you, Karen. I love you so much. And I will see you guys soon. Enjoy the moon. Bye. Thank you. And that's a wrap for today. Thank you so much for joining the Release Your Blocks podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear from you. So please leave a review and tell me what your favorite takeaway from today was. There is so much more from where this came from. You can also find me at Holistic Energy Shifting on Facebook, where you can find more content, more coaching, and more guidance. Have a grand and glorious day, and I'll see you next time.